We got a lot of questions about girls. I'm into this. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to film for you guys another TMI Q&A. I did this one a few months ago and it was so much fun because I just like being really open and honest with you guys about questions that I'm sure we all wonder or think about. So I asked you guys on Instagram to send me some questions and we will just jump right into it. So first question is, what are your go-to sex toys? Hands down, 110% a vibrator. In my experience, that is the most pleasurable one because for a lot of women, not all, but for some, we reach orgasm through our clitoris. What are your kinks? My biggest kink is rough sex. That's something that I personally enjoy. Obviously, it's not for everyone. I also just want to apologize. I'm trying to film this with natural light and the sun is going down very quick. YouTuber fail. What was it like hooking up with a girl for the first time? Were you nervous or scared? Honestly, no. I was actually a lot more confident hooking up with a girl for the first time than a guy. My way of thinking about it was, I'm gonna do whatever feels good on me to her. We were very comfortable and open. Communication is key when it comes to any kind of like intimate relationship. But yeah, if you're ever unsure, like always just ask. Let them, show you what feels good. And if you're a girl hooking up with a girl, you do have a huge advantage because if you know your body, then chances are she's gonna like the exact same thing. Do you masturbate? Yes, absolutely, of course. Like I was saying before, that is how you find out what you like in your body. Like, how will you ever be able to tell someone or show someone what you like if you don't even know what you like? And I think it's very, very normal to masturbate, to want to masturbate, to enjoy masturbating. That's nothing that we should be ashamed of. Oh my God, you guys are so funny. Okay, so the full question says, oh God, I feel so weird asking this, but have you ever done anal and any tips on enjoying it? My biggest tip for you guys is lube. Little story time, but the first time that we ever tried that, we didn't use any lube and it was a nightmare. I think that we went like a year without ever doing it ever again because I was so just like, I'm never doing this ever again in my entire life until we experimented with using lube. And now it's something that I can honestly say that I do enjoy. It's not for everyone. It's not everyone's cup of tea. Communicate, go slow, and use lube. Best hair removal for down there. So I can only speak on what I've done. I've obviously shaved and then I've also done waxing. I've never done laser hair removal and I really want to. I'd say shaving is the easiest, even though I know that razor burn is a huge kind of downside of that. But waxing is good if you're going on vacation or doing something, but one, you have to let your hair grow out to be able to wax. Two, it gets very expensive when you have to do that like every so many weeks. And then it also is very painful. So I really like this one. Okay, so how has your sex life improved since you've come to love your body as it changes? This has been such a beautiful transformation for me because when you were struggling with your body, you're very self-conscious with your body. And a lot of the times when I was really struggling, one, I didn't have a sex drive, or two, everything would be under the covers. Now that I've just embraced my body, so much more confident, and let me tell you, it is so much more enjoyable to not be trying to hide yourself in positions. It's so intimate when you are doing that with someone that I guarantee you they're not looking at your stomach rolls or your stretch marks on your butt when you are doing that kind of stuff. There's so much more going on than just like, oh my God, is that a stretch mark on your butt? First time you ever kissed a girl. It was my best friend. We were at her house. We were having a sleepover. We were talking about I feel like I was very curious when I was younger and we'd always kind of talked about would you ever hook up with a girl? And then, I don't even remember, this was so long ago. I think we were talking about oh, have you ever kissed a girl and stuff? And then we just decided let's just find out, you're a girl, I'm a girl. And then at that moment, I think was when I realized that I was yep, I could definitely date a girl. That was very attractive. Are there ever times when you aren't in the mood to do things with your boyfriend? And absolutely. I don't know, I feel like guys get turned on way more easily than us females. And I don't know, I think I've learned to not force things. So if I'm not in the mood for something, I just tell it. I mean, there's nothing worse than just like doing stuff because you feel guilty or that you think you should. Like, no, that's not cool. So being bisexual, do you feel like you're more attracted to guys or girls, and does it change? People think that being bisexual, it's like a 50-50 split, when in reality, it fluctuates. So it's like more of a spectrum. So sometimes I'm very, very, very attracted to, you know, males, where, you know, I'll have some months where I'm like, oh my God, like I just love females, and guys just like aren't doing it for me. Most embarrassing sex story. I don't feel like I have anything that's too embarrassing, but I actually kind of. Okay, so I have IKEA bed. The mattress lays on like these little wooden slats. And one time when we were, you know, getting it on, we heard a huge crack. The mattress kind of like caved in, and yeah, we broke a bed, which kind of ruined the mood because I was like kind of embarrassed, but also I was just like, oh my God, we were so into it, we broke my bed. But yeah, it was a little bit embarrassing. What's the wildest thing you've ever done in Vegas? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Is your family down with YouTube? Do they understand the context of your platform? Luckily, I am blessed with very supportive parents. I actually hid my social media from my family for the longest time, and it was my sister that first discovered my social media, and I was very embarrassed by it. She was like, no, like you shouldn't be embarrassed. You're helping people, you know, you're confident, you've, you know, fought so hard to have this confidence. And then at that point I was kind of like, yeah, you're right. So now my mom and dad are super supportive of what I do. I don't think they like creep me on a daily basis, but they're definitely really supportive of what I do. So thank God for that. How do you become so confident with yourself? Honestly, guys, you stop caring what people think. You know, there will always be people who don't like my body, who don't like that I show it off, that don't like this, that don't like that. And like at the end of the day, as long as you are happy with yourself, that is what matters. And I think that that mindset has empowered me so much. So, you know, like, yes, I have stretch marks. Yes, I post pictures with them. Yes, I post my butt on the internet, but it empowers me and it makes me feel good. And having, you know, seeing the comments on my Instagram pictures about like how confident it makes you guys seeing me embrace my body, it gives me that drive. And I'm just like, I don't even care. You know, if you want to critique me and judge me, I'm like, you know what, do it, because I like myself. And that's what should matter most. Have you ever cheated or been cheated on? I don't know how to start this. I don't think there's any excuse for cheating. And I also think that once you have trust issues with someone, it's very hard to ever learn to get the trust back. If you cheat on me, if I cheat on you, it's done, it's over. Like, there's no going back to that. Obviously, if you're looking for someone else, then you're not fully committed to me, and I'm not gonna be someone's second choice. So I don't think that anyone should ever have to put up with being cheated on, or, you know, if you're cheating, just end the relationship. There's no point in ruining someone's trust, you know? But don't hurt someone like that. Like, it's just so inconsiderate. How did you find out that you were pregnant? The first thing in my head, I was like, okay, so my period is late, which I thought, okay, maybe it's just like that because, you know, stress or whatever. But as soon as the nipples were really sore, I was like, I'm just gonna go to the store. Like, I didn't even tell Connor I was going out, but I went to the store and I bought a pregnancy test. And I remember taking it, just being like, you know what, I'm just doing this to play it safe, but it's not gonna be positive, obviously. So I took it, put it on my counter. I think I went and ate. I came back and I saw the two little lines and I was like, so I literally did not believe it. I went right back to the store. I bought another pregnancy test. I took it as soon as I came home and I was just waiting. I was so scared and I was waiting. And it was the one that actually said pregnant, and it said pregnant. And I was like, anyways, it was a roller coaster of emotion. So this is more of a serious question, but I'm gonna answer it because I hope that if any of you guys are feeling this way, that it can help you. So have you ever contemplated suicide? I dealt with suicidal thoughts for a very long time when I was struggling with my eating disorder years ago. And I just want you guys to know, one, please reach out to somebody, you know, a hotline, a family member. Don't be scared or embarrassed. It can save your life. And second of all, it's just, even though it feels like the right decision in the moment, it's not the right decision. And I'm saying that because I'm living proof of that. I'm so happy I never acted on any of my irrational thoughts, because I would never have been able to get to this place. I never even thought this place was possible for me to get. And that's just like proof that it does get better. Like people say, oh, it gets better all the time, and you don't believe it in the moment, but you know, it does. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not even a month from now, but you will look back on your life and be so happy that you didn't act on those thoughts. Okay, that was a very deep question. I'm sorry. How do you feel being bisexual but dating a man? Do you feel okay? So I understand what you're saying. I kind of do have like identity crises, but at the end of the day, I'm not here to prove myself to anyone. I know how I feel, and I think that for anyone who is bisexual or not straight, who's in a relationship that is straight, you know, passing, it's not your job to prove to people that you are bisexual. So I mean, you are just as bisexual if you're dating a girl or a guy or whoever you're dating. I don't know if that makes sense, but whatever you identify as, that is something that is so personal that you don't need to prove to anybody. Would you like to have kids someday? Yes, absolutely. I preferably kind of only want to have one child just so I can like give that child all my love and attention. But at the same time, I'm like, I think it would be nice to have like a sibling for that child. So I think like 1 or 2 kids, but I definitely want children when I get older, when the time is right. What is your favorite sex position? Okay, so one of you guys asked me this in my last Q&A, and my response has actually changed because I like experimenting with new sex positions. Like I think that's what makes it so much more enjoyable. Reverse cowgirl, is that what it's called? I don't know. To me, that's just been really fun. I feel empowered when I am doing it. How do you cope on days when you really truly hate how your body looks and all you want to do is cry? I still have these days, guys, and to be honest, my biggest tips for you guys is distracting yourself, going out, just, you know, getting out of your head, and then also wearing something like an oversized hoodie is key on my bad body image days, because then it makes me not aware of my body. Like if I'm in something tight or something that is very restricting, I'm so aware of my body and it makes me hate it even more. So putting on a huge hoodie, it almost, I know it's like hiding away, but sometimes you need that. And I guarantee you that however you're feeling, it's just you who feels that way. Like no one else can, you know, realize that you gained weight or that you look like this. Like nobody is noticing that but yourself. Always think, like if your best friend was having a bad body image day because they feel like they gained too much weight, like first of all, how would you react to that friend? Would you be like, oh, did you gain weight? Like, ew, I can't talk to you anymore? Like, no. So give yourself the same compassion that you would give your sister, your mom, your best friend, because at the end of the day, like we're just more than bodies. And when people look at you, they're not like, oh my God, is that like cellulite on her butt? Like nobody is doing that. How do you feel about period sex? So I've done it, but it's not really something that I enjoyed necessarily. Like I feel like I did it because I heard that it helped with cramps. Obviously nowadays, because of everything I'm dealing with, it's not even something in my mind. Like I can hardly walk when I'm on my period. I'm in so much pain, but I've done it. It's definitely different. Obviously it's personal preference. If it does help with your cramps, then go ahead and do it up. But it's not like my cup of tea. All right guys, so I think that is gonna be all since the lighting is absolutely terrible. I should probably invest in a ring light now that I do these videos a lot more often. But I hope that you guys enjoyed that video. I hope that it wasn't too TMI, but I also think that it's completely fine to talk about this stuff. Like we should not be embarrassed to talk about this stuff. So yeah, hopefully you liked it. Give it a big thumbs up if you did, and I will see you all on nuggets in the next video. And definitely let me know if you like these videos, because I'm so down to do another one. Love you so much.